Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Hawaiian record update video. I haven't done one in a while, but these are because I don't get 20 gazillion Hawaiian records anymore because I have most of them in the world. Truth. So these are the ones that I have gotten, since the last video a couple months ago, whenever that was. So let's talk about them. This also, I should say, will be my last video before I go away for a while. I'm visiting my cousin in New Mexico and going on a cruise, 11-day cruise out of Port Canaveral, Florida, to the Bahamas, to Ocean Key Island twice, across the Gulf of America. Yes, I'm calling it the Gulf of America, only because I don't want to be put on any lists for anything because, what is going on these days? The Gulf of America to that country south of the border that shall not be named, and I'll be going to Costa Maya and Cozumel, back across the Gulf of America. Anyway, yeah, that's happening. So, yeah. This will be my last video before that. I'll be back sometime in the middle of March. So nothing will be happening. But I will do a video when I get back. I'm not going to film really in New Mexico because my cousin, they're not like social media people. They don't like to be on it and all of that. So I'm not going to film anything there. And then when I go on this cruise, I'm not going to film video because my phone just doesn't have room and I don't want to take special care. I use my phone for everything. So I'm just going to take pictures and I'll do a photo gallery video when I come back of some things. And I don't plan on taking a lot of pictures because this cruise is going to really be R&R. I don't even know how social I'm feeling. I only planned one excursion on the whole trip. So I got upgraded to a balcony, which is very nice, for free. And I bought myself a thermal spa pass. So I'm going to be going in the spa a lot. And their little private hot tubs and in their heated stone chairs and in some of the little sauna rooms with different scented sauna waters and whatever that you can put in. So yeah, I'm going to be enjoying all that. I'm going to be chillaxing. So anyway, let's talk about Hawaiian records, right? Because that's what you're here for. Enough already. I got this 45. I don't remember. I was just really trying to remember, where did I get this 45? And now I don't exactly remember, but it was very cheap. It was only a couple of bucks, a buck or two or something. It was cheap. I was very surprised to get it for that. Never seen it before, didn't know it existed. It's called a Bicentennial Aloha from Territorial Savings and Loan Association, Delta Chapter, Delta Kappa Gamma, Hawaii. Features the Star Spangled Banner on one side and Hawaii Pono'i on the other side, sung by Ed Kenney, very well known singer here in Hawaii. Well, yeah, Hapahali, I guess he is. Never heard this, never knew about it. Doesn't give the date, but I'm going to guess it came out in 1976. What do you think? Probably 1976. And it's him. I mean, the Star Spangled Banner, I think, of limited usage for us. But Hawaii Pono'i, we definitely uploaded that one. You guys familiar with Hawaii Pono'i? It is the state song of Hawaii, and it was the national anthem. Has a little history of each song on it. Hawaii Pono'i, I've never been very fond of that song. I know a lot of people are not fond of that song. And there's another song called Hawaii Aloha, which I think should be the state song. I don't think Hawaii Pono'i should be the state song. It was the national anthem too, but and not because of that, but nobody ever sings Hawaii Pono'i. It's a very European sounding anthem. It was written by King Kalakaua and Henri Berger, but it's a very European kind of sounding national anthem. Hawaii Pono'i, which was written by a missionary, Lorenzo Lyons, haole guy, Caucasian guy, but is a very Hawaiian song, and it sounds very Hawaiian. The lyrics are it is in Hawaiian, and it's very Hawaiian thematically, and it's very popular. And interestingly, if you go to any public gatherings in Hawaii, they almost never sing Hawaii Pono'i. They never sing the state song. They always sing Hawaii Aloha, and everybody joins together, and they all go, "Hey kuone hanawe, la la la." That song is what everybody sings, and just seems to me it should be the state song. I guess twice it was up to be the state song, 2 different times, and got voted down by the legislature to do Hawaii Pono'i. So I don't know. The powers that be just don't want it, but Hawaii Aloha should be the state song, I think. Anyway, a bicentennial aloha.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and Kapiolani
Up next, interesting album. I don't know. When I saw this on eBay, I'm like, what is this? Hawaii, Ernie Penni, and his Hawaiian Serenaders. I was like, who is that? This is an Australian label. I was familiar with the Astor label, being Australian. I thought this is a typo or something. I mean, they must mean Ernie Penfold or Penfold? Ernie Penfold. I mean, that must be what they mean, because there is an Ernie Penfold. And it's some weird misspelling or something. So I'm trying to look it up in Discogs. It's not on Discogs. Looking at the tracks of it and piecing in my mind, it's got to be Ernie Penfold, because some of these songs I know are on either Ernie Penfold songs or this is actually the only album I have by Ernie Penfold, who's was a guitarist and orchestra leader in the UK. Also recorded, to me, better well known, recorded several Hawaiian albums under the fictitious name of Kana Kapiolani, and his Hawaiians did several albums. And I think a couple others too. I kind of think there's a British group that was called the Hawaiian Beachcombers, not the French one, the British group called the Hawaiian Beachcombers, that I think is also them. I don't know. But anyway, upon getting the album, because it wasn't that expensive and I got it, I mean, these are not dollar bin records, the Hawaiian stuff for the most part that I'm showing you now. I mean, I did pay more for these, but that's my collection. It is some of the same songs, exactly the same songs that are on the Kana Kapiolani and Ernie Penfold records, but some that are not, some I'd not heard before. So I did get it. When I got it, yes, it definitely is the same group. So I don't know what the story is. And I put the whole album on YouTube, by the way. I have no idea why they called him Penni, what that's about. Is there some problem with Esther? Was there some problem with using either of those names in Australia? Was this just some kind of horrible mistake? I feel like there's a story there. Penni. It's also Penni on the label too. So I don't know. But it's lovely steel guitar music, instrumental, SpongeBob SquarePants bikini bottom kind of Hawaiian music. We love it. Next up, here's a record I was very surprised. This was a cheapie record. Really shocked when I went to the Room of Wonders, where everything is $2. And they usually have a lot of Hawaiian records, but I mean, I have them all. This one, I had to do a double take on. Like, what is this? I've never seen this before. It's an absolutely beautiful condition. It's from 1975. Why is it in the Room of Wonders for $2? Why? I don't know why. And my answer still is, I don't know why. Unless it was just put there intentionally to be like a treasure to be discovered by someone like myself, because I did. It is Puka Shell's Happiness is Hawaii. It's from 1975. It's a Japanese label. However, it features many Hawaiian artists. It features, although you have to use a translator, translating whatever, to discover app, that the person responsible for the album and is on most of the songs is Mr. Toshio Mishima. Was a Japanese singer who did record several Hawaiian records and traveled to Hawaii several times. I hope I haven't been banging this mic. I forget it's a mic sometimes. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's the late Toshio Mishima. And he is performing on about half of these songs. And then half of them he's not. But he's also performing with some very well-known people. These are unique recordings. These are not like compilations or like recordings that were done by these Hawaiian artists in Hawaii and then just released on this record in Japan. No, these were recorded with Toshio Mishima for this recording. And we have the several artists, Barney Isaacs, Kihei Brown Trio, Genoa Keawe. Genoa Keawe is singing by her own group on here. Nina Keali'i Vahamana. So impressive. Nice album. I mean, Toshio, if you like Toshio Mishima, it's okay. He's very Japanese. He's singing in English and very clearly is Japanese when you're listening to him. But interesting record. 1975, right? Yeah. And in beautiful condition for $2. Why for $2? I don't know, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
The sea with no one else.
Okay, then this one I just got the other day at Aloha Got Soul. Hello, Oliver and Aloha Got Soul people. This is a gatefold. It's a really cool looking gatefold. Gatefold is for 1969. It was not a cheap. I got it because I'd never seen it before. It was recorded in Japan, so I knew it was going to be unique material, not something released in Hawaii, but it's by a very well-known artist from Hawaii, incorrectly spelled on this record label and cover. Herb Ohta, or Herbert Ohta, otherwise known as Ohta-san, very famous ukulele player. That's who this is, not Herbert Ohta, Herb Ohta, Ohta-san, really, and the Hawaiian and the Kaimana Islanders. Called Hawaii / Invitation to Hawaii. It's a gatefold. Great record. I just recorded this today, actually, or digitized it. We'll look at all the stuff on the inside when I do the needle drops, but standard songs. It's all the kind of standard songs, nothing new, unique, or unknown or whatever, but these are unique versions. What's interesting here especially is that the featured vocalist, who is singing on like 5 or 6 of the songs, is Linda Green. Linda Green, I do not have Linda Green's one album, which is called something about green, another shade of green, or something about green. Um, because it's so expensive. Every time we find it somewhere, it's like $5 million. And I don't really know why. I guess not that many of them were pressed or something. It's okay. It's not like it's the world's most amazing album or whatever. It's Hawaiian, but it's also kind of a pop thing / mixed from the 70s, I believe, sometime, or 60s. Must have been the 60s. Anyway, I don't have it because I don't want to pay, $100 for it. But she's on this one, and she did not do a lot of recording. She did a couple things with Ohta-san. There's some singles, a couple things with her and Ohta-san together. But this album has 5 or 6 songs that feature her as a soloist with Ohta-san that are not on singles. They're not on 45s. They're unique to this album, and they're quite nice. So,
where the mountains are green, you will find me in Lahaina.
this was a surprising find to me, to find something like this. Didn't know it existed, never heard of it. I think people in Hawaii don't know this album because it was a Japanese release. When I worked at KCCN, we didn't know about this record. Nobody ever played this record. We didn't have it. But you can hear it now on Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio, my online radio station.
Aloha. Welcome to my islands, the archipelago of bliss. Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio on Live365.com plays an endless variety of music from and about Hawaii and the beautiful islands of the South Pacific. Won't you travel with me back in time to the era of the vinyl record and the world's enchantment with the mystical, magical islands of paradise? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can enjoy vintage Hawaiian recordings. Just tune in to Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio on Live365.com. The link is below in the description. I promise you will not be disappointed. Hawaii, here we come.
Finally, today we have this absolute gem, okay? Attention, Tiki people. Exotica fans. If you don't have this album, you should. If you've had questions about it, doubts about it, didn't know, I'm telling you now, it's gold. It's gold. And I didn't buy it for a long time because I never saw it cheap. It's from Japan. It was always kind of expensive. I finally found one that was like 20 something that I just bought. Like, okay. And it's in great condition. It's called Island Fantasy. It's by Southern Exotics. It is from the year 1982. Very interesting, odd year for something exotic to come out. I mean, we weren't in any kind of revival at that period. The tracks on this, amazing. South Sea Island Magic, Taboo, Jungle Drums, Quiet Village, Bahama Lullaby, which is a beautiful song, and a beautiful version of the seldom recorded Henry Mancini composition, Driftwood and Dreams. It is to die for on this album. It's even better than Henry Mancini's version of it on Music to Hawaii, I think. This has everything. This has your waves, your bird calls. This has exotic instrumentation, and there's some Hawaiian steel guitar on it. This album, A+, plus. If you don't have it, I think it is actually on YouTube if you just want to play it, but if you're a collector, you have exotica music or whatever, this record is the bomb. The bomb. I'm surprised I didn't have it for so long, and I'm surprised there's not buzz around it. I'm surprised in the tiki community people don't talk about this record all the time. Why are we not talking about this record all the time? I didn't have this. Had I had it back when I did my, top, whatever it was, 20 favorite exotica records, this definitely would have been in there for Rizzo. For Rizzo. Island Fantasy, Southern Exotics, 1982. Y'all need to get it. Or listen to Hawaiian Hi-Fi on Live 365, where we play selections from it. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. That's my update on my Hawaiian records. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Comments help videos get into, so more people see them somehow. I don't really know how that all works, but it's great if you leave a little comment, even if it's just a little heart or a little moo or something. It boosts it into rotation somehow. Anyway, thank you. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to check out Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio. 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's playing all the time. All your favorites. All your Tiki Lounge favorites. All your traditional Hawaiian favorites. All the crazy Hawaiian stuff you've never heard of before. That came from Hawaii. That came from Europe. That came from Asia. All over. Check it out, Hawaiian Hi-Fi Radio. There's nothing quite like it on the interwebs, I promise. Okay, I'll see you when I get back from my vacazione across the Gulf of America. I'm really a rebel, and the real rebel in me actually wants to call it something completely different, like the Gulf of Cuba, just to be that person.